apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. To the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women, to the dead in Yahweh Shai also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross, none of this would even be possible.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of workers of iniquity.
Who is that speaking of? That's speaking of the elite families, as you would call today the Illuminati. Now, see, this COVID-19 situation, really that's just going to be used to bring in that RFID chip. Kanye West, he was just ranting, talking about how he doesn't support Donald Trump anymore because he realizes that pretty much through COVID-19, they're going to promote the mark of the beast. You have a lot of rappers and celebrities acknowledging this. I was watching an interview, and it was with Big Steel, Tech Nine, and Yuckmouth. And they were pretty much going into what the world would call conspiracy theories and how they believe that this COVID-19 is going to lead to the mark of the beast. So you got rappers, you know, who people would just look up to as musicians, waking up and talking about the evils of Esau. These elites, man, they're trying to kill off the masses. That's why they have something known as the Georgia Guidestone. And on the Georgia Guidestone, it references how they want to bring the population down to 500 million. So if there's over 7 billion people on Earth, doing the math, billions of people have to die, and that includes you in the eyes of Esau. Okay?
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, for the insurrection, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
And that's all they do, man. Behind the scenes, they just talk down on Israel. They talk on ways to bring us down, to make our people submit, go back into slavery. They want to see us slaves again. I'm not talking about clocking in and out of work. Esau wants to put the whole world into slavery, man. And he knows about the confusion of faces. Esau knows how the seed of Israel has been dispersed throughout the whole world. So he doesn't know who all Israel is. He knows these things, so what he's trying to do, he's just trying to lock down the whole earth and make everybody submit to his will and kill off who he decides to kill off, because ultimately he's trying to put the Lord's people in slavery because they want to be as the Most High.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not.
The perfect, that's speaking of the elect. Now, check this out, man. Your enemy ain't your common Edomite. Yeah, they're your enemy. Don't get me wrong, they are your enemy, but that's not our biggest problem.
That's right.
Our rivals are the elites of Edom. Their rivals are the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the Justice League, man. We're fighting against injustice through the words of the Heavenly Father. All right? So seeing that the Heavenly Father has this battle going on, it's all a spiritual battle. These elites, man, they pray to demonic forces.
That's right.
They pray to spiritual things that if most people would see it, they would lose their minds. They actually pray to Baphomet, man. They actually pray to Baal. Okay? They actually conjure up these entities and put curses on you when they see our videos. They try to conjure up spirits to try to get us put to death. They try to conjure up spirits to make you have a messed up day, that you fumble the word. Okay? We have a battle that most people don't understand. This is a spiritual fight, man.
That's right.
Okay? And these elites, they ain't playing games, man. They about to lock this shit down. All right? Go ahead.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Privily they say, who shall see them?
Jump back a couple verses, man, because you read a lot. And he said a lot of important things on how these devils feel.
Go back.
Go back one verse.
All right, verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
So when it says they whet their tongue, that's like sharpening a sword. When you whet your sword, you're sharpening. They sharpen their tongue against us because they speak foul on the men of Israel more so. The elect. They want to see us destroyed. They want to kill us, man. But the Heavenly Father has a spirit upon us to where naturally, you would think something would happen to men who are basically involved in treason, because we're speaking against Babylon. We're speaking against America.
That's right.
We could actually be looked at, which we already are, as terrorists. But it's so crazy that Esau can label you a terrorist just because you have a religion. You can be a Christian, you can be a Catholic, you can be a Muslim. Esau can still label you a terrorist, man. Okay? So when they whet their tongue like a sword, they sharpen their tongue towards us to try to pretty much persuade the Heavenly Father to change his mind on who his chosen people are. Hey, give us the birthright back. Look what they're doing. We're not doing that. Go ahead.
Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Now, in open, people will tell you, I'm not racist. But in secret, they showed their hatred towards Israel, man. My boss at work proved it to me.
Wake him up.
When I had found out that he was a Klansman and I confronted him, he pretty much came peaceful and said, let's not make this about color. So now you're trying to hide your hand. You're trying to throw a rock through a window, the glass break, then you put your hand behind your back like, I don't know who it was. This devil tried to pretend like he wasn't racist when he clearly threw up white power, man.
That's
and
right.
for you, Jake, that don't know, pay attention to this sign, man. When you see that sign, that's a W and that's a P. That's white power, man. It don't mean A-OK. It also can mean 666, man. It ain't no, all that blood gang and A-OK and all that other stuff, man. No, man. Okay, these things, these left-hand forces use, and they push it right in front of your face, and you don't understand what's going on, man. Okay? So when my boss threw up white power, he hid his hand. Because that's what they do. They show their hatred in secret, man. But in the open, these devils, you know what I'm saying? They try to pretty much symbolically show you that they hate you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Privily, they say, who shall see them?
Although the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he sees everything. They put the dollar bill as a common dollar with so much symbols in it, it goes over a lot of people's head. They have the all-seeing eye because they believe we see everything, but y'all don't see us. God don't see us, but we see y'all. That's the pride of the devil, man.
That's right.
They think that if they can dig underground and have some underground bunker, the Heavenly Father can't see them. Oh, see, God can't get us down here. We can be somewhere in the air. Up, they can't reach us while we're up here. You inside of some damn, some vacuum sealed safe room, and you thinking, can't nobody break in this room. What can they do to us? Because we have the money, we have the technology. We have people behind us to back us up. So whatever we do to God's people, who's going to do anything to us, man? What's going to happen to us? Go ahead.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both inward, thought of every one of them, and heart is deep.
Man, Esau be searching out everything, man. That's why you can watch things on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and it be about animals. Esau getting in depth about sea creatures, man. They'll put a whole narrative together about their way of life, man. Okay? Because they search things out. They look into other planets. They're trying to tell you about different creatures that you may have never heard of. They can tell you about how the human body's set up. Okay, they can tell you how certain chemicals are orchestrated. They search things out, man.
That's right.
Okay? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai created them to be that way. All right? Go ahead. And it said their thought is deep, man. So the things that they're thinking, the traps that they're using to set us up, you better believe they're smart about it. These devils ain't stupid, man.
That's
they're
right.
very smart and technical. They know what we like. They know what makes us get angry. They know what we don't like. And they have all that in their hands, man. Okay? And they find ways to plot against us, to keep us down as a whole, man. You might have some Israelites doing better than others, but the curses is going to be on you either way it goes, man. Go ahead.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
So the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, going to allow these different nations to shoot them missiles, man, at Esau. This is Esau's headquarters right here in America, here in Babylon.
That's right.
This is the worst kingdom on earth. All right, so when them missiles get shot off, they're going to come from all angles, man. It's going to come down upon Edom and everybody who's down with Edom. All right? Go ahead.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
And you're seeing that right now. Before I came to the truth, I had heard about the Illuminati, secret societies. And I had, came across a man by the name of John Todd. He was an insider.
Wake him
He
up.
used to be a part of the quote-unquote Illuminati. Well, he was an Edomite speaking on the evils that Edomites do. Their tongues are falling upon their own selves, man. Their own people are exposing them for what they're doing. Let alone us coming out here and telling you what the devil's doing and to watch your enemy. Their own people are so-called whistleblowing and telling you, look, this is no good, that's no good, because of this, that happened, because of that. They're pretty much exposing the secrecies of Esau, man.
That's right.
That's how you know we're at the end. Go ahead.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider of his doing.
Now let's say that's Psalms 36 and 1. So when that day comes, then people are going to consider that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is that dude. See, right now, y'all don't look at the Heavenly Father as someone to be feared and reverenced, man. Y'all look at him like he a joke, like he a softy, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to get a lot of people killed.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 36, verse 1. The chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord.
Chief musician. All right, really, all of us in this troop are chief musicians, man. Because this is the new song. We're singing the new song to you. All right? Go ahead.
The chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
So that shows you, man, Esau ain't worried about the Most High.
That's right.
He looking at the Most High like, man, look, I'll do whatever I want, all right? In fact, if I want to make you look like me, I'll do that. In fact, I'll make people not believe that you exist. I'll do whatever I want. What are you going to do?
Wake him up.
Because, see, the scriptures tell you how Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai afflicts, he chastens who he loves. So these devils, they've been getting off the hook for so long, their pride is built up to the heavens. So in their eyes, it's like, look, I'll do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about being judged or punished because the world is in my hand. Okay? But the reason why they're in that state is because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is waiting. He's holding back so that ultimate destruction will come upon them. When this kingdom falls, man, that's it for Esau. They're going to have a harsh end.
That's right.
They're going to have brutal slavery that they're going to have to serve. And then they're going to be wiped off the face of the earth, man, after that 1,000-year period. All right? Go ahead.
For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good.
Man, so these devils have the power to make everything right. But they're not going to make everything right. These devils have the ability and the authority to push the laws of the Most High, man, and the justice system, which goes back to judicinal, which goes back to the Jews, man. Okay? Which also goes back to Levi, the lawyers, man. We're the ones who push the law.
That's right.
Okay? So if Esau was to really push the law, he'd be pushing the laws of the Heavenly Father that are found in the Scriptures. And he's not doing this. A woman that commits adultery, she shouldn't be rewarded. Okay? A man who's going around committing adultery, he shouldn't be rewarded.
That's right.
They shouldn't be uplifted and looked at as, you know, oh, it's just a light thing. They just had a change of heart. Let them make their own choices. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that, man. Go ahead.
The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He devises mischief upon his own bed.
Man, these devils wake up thinking that's safe, man. These devils wake up, man, like plotting evil. They don't feel good until they can find some kind of ritualistic, demonic, you know what I'm saying, force to come against you. And they literally watch these videos and they see the man waking up and they want to see us out of here. They want to see us removed, man. And David would pray constantly for the Lord not to allow him to fall into the hands of Esau, because Esau's twisted, man. All right, go ahead.
He devises mischief upon his own bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. The mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds.
So these elites, man, they don't hate evil, they promote it. Okay? When you look at the Skull and Bones Fraternity 322, the reason why they call themselves 322, Skull and Bones, is because they're referencing Genesis 3 and 22, which tells you that you can be like the Most High, knowing both good and evil. So they believe they can play the Most High by trying to promote evil and then make it seem like it's a good thing.
That's
they
right.
try to reward you for being wicked. They reverse everything. Just like with the Baphomet. One of the arms is sticking up for good, for light, and the other arm is sticking down for darkness, or evil, man. Going into that good and evil. They're trying to play the role of the Most High, creating good and evil on earth in their way of doing it. Okay? But really, all of it's wickedness, man. They don't like righteousness at all, man. They can pretend, they can try to play like they're the real Jews. Okay? They can try to pretend like they believe in the Bible or they believe in God. Everybody who knows anything about the elites, they don't follow the Bible like that, man.
That's right.
They follow the Talmud, man. All right? Or the Talmud is what I call it, because it's dirt, man. Go ahead.
The mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds. Thy righteousness is like a great mountain. Thy judgments are a great deep. O Lord, thou preservest man and beast.
Let's go to Psalms 10 and 12. So yeah, he preserves man and beast, man. But you know, Esau, he's trying to kill man and beast. Esau trying to just kill every damn thing. It's to the point now, because Esau has no balance, they're constantly slaughtering animals, man, so that there can be mass production. Coming, you know, when you go to these fast food restaurants, or when you go to some wine and dine,
That's right.
animals constantly being slaughtered. They're not even having the time to procreate, man, and multiply, man. Because Esau's the devil, man. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 12. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine head. Forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require.
Again, bro.
Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine head. Forget not the humble.
Don't forget us, man. Because here we is, in this situation, people looking at us like we bugged out. This takes humility to come out here, man. Because we could easily be these other people looking down at somebody doing what we're doing, looking at them like they're nuts. Like, this nigga's crazy, man. That's a form of humility.
You didn't see that chick that was sitting in that car, bro. As her son was looking like he's talking, and what are they doing? She's gonna do this in front of him.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, but see, these devils, man, they gon' man, it's all good. It's all right. Read that again, bro.
I don't want to say it. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contend? God, he has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it.
Hey, man, she just said that to herself, man. These guys is crazy. Man, I hope Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shai don't forget anything we doing, man.
That's right.
And he's not. Everything that we're doing, the work that we're putting in, he's gonna require everything that you people been doing to us, man. All the wickedness and evil that you devils plot against us, even you low-level Edomites. Like this damn dog that was just up here doing this to her son because she saw us out here doing this. But that's what we're involved in. Okay? We're involved in something that is out of this world. We're outer worldly, man. Okay? We're not from this world. We're just in it.
That's right.
We're just in these bodies temporarily, but we're from a whole different dimension, man. We're from a different world, man, the world of the Israelites. And you're going to see it real soon because this kingdom's falling. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 47, 1. And she can call us crazy, but the scriptures speak and back up everything that we're saying. So while we're crazy, America's falling, man. Fuck that bitch.
Exactly. I wanted to say
Yeah.
this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
And you know what? That's like the Most High talking to a no-good bitch. Sit your ass down on the ground.
That's right.
You might have a chair around you. You might have a bed or somewhere. No, sit your ass on the dust, man. Sit your ass on the ground, you little whore. All right? That's how America's being treated. America's being brought down. And women like her gonna be brought down with it, man. She's gonna be brought down real low, man.
That's right.
She's gonna be licking the dust off of our feet.
That's
She's
right.
gonna be apologetic, man. Brothers ain't gonna give a damn about your feelings. We ain't gonna have no sympathy for you weak motherfuckers, man. Anybody who opposes the Lord, you weak as hell, man.
Wake 'em up!
For you or your family, man. All right? Straight like that, man. Go ahead.
There is no throne, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
So America's shame is being seen. So imagine a woman, let's say she got a dress on, that dress got a long slit, right? And in order for her to get over this puddle, what does she do? She has to lift that dress up. Well, as she's lifting up her dress, all that leg is being exposed.
That's right.
Because what do hoes do? They expose themselves. They expose their bodies. They expose that they bitches. Everything that a woman does really is for exposure, man. Okay? So Babylon's being exposed for her bullshit. Babylon's being brought down, man. And that COVID-19, that bomb that was dropped on this place, because everybody thought, oh, it's way over there. Well, guess what, man? When you hear about viruses being somewhere else, they always spread throughout the world, man.
That's right.
That's how it works. The earth is like a body, and we're living organisms, man. If something's in your brain, it can spread to your whole body. If something's in your foot, if it's cancerous, it can spread to your whole body, man. And a lot of you stupid idiots, you believe that this COVID-19, it doesn't exist. It is a hoax, but there's a difference. A hoax doesn't mean people ain't dying from it. A hoax doesn't mean nothing's really happening, man. But this was all set up by these devils because, look, man, that mark of the beast is coming. America's over. They know they have to crash this economy, man. They can't hold on too much longer. So we have to figure out a way to change the currency, man. We have to find a way to collapse this dollar. We can make an excuse. Look, we got to collapse the dollar because of the coronavirus. You know, money's, you know, it's spreading the bacteria around. You know, we got to find a way to slow it. So a part of that is, hey, we got to get rid of money. Okay? There's so many avenues Esau gonna use to bring that force, man, down on you people. You're gonna be lost, man. Because America is fucking finished. And anyone holding on to this female, this whore, are you gonna drown with her, man?
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover thy thigh.
And when it says locks, it's not talking about dreadlocks, man. I'm sure, many brothers back in their young days remember the story about Goldilocks. Goldilocks didn't have gold dreadlocks, man. It was just speaking of her strands of hair, okay, or braids, all right? Like if a man has cornrows, those are actually locks, man. All right, go ahead.
Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
And you know what? Babylon's the type of bitch. She might have on her dress, but she ain't wearing no panties.
That's right.
She might have on an upper part to cover her body, but her nipples are still poking through them. Her breast is still showing her cleavage, man. That's Babylon. She can try to cover up and pretend like she ain't this no good hoe, man. She's being exposed as being this no good hoe. She's made all these different deals with all these different nations, and they getting pissed off because they realizing, look, man, she pretty much using us, man.
That's
like
right.
a whore would do. Okay? Let's hit Jeremiah 51:8. This one just local, guys, man.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
So, America, although the total destruction hasn't come yet, looking at how things are, man, this place is destroyed already. It's over. It's finished. America's been hit with a 12-gauge shell, man. When a 12-gauge hits somebody, it's going to leave a big old hole. You can't take a big hole. Let me put a Band-Aid on that. Let me get some serum and rub some serum on it. No, there's nothing you can do for Babylon, man. She got a big-ass hole in her, man. The Most High destroyed this bitch, and now she's leaking out. She's slowly dying. She's just laying there like... And you still got people trying to hold on to her.
That's right.
I don't want you to die. Stay with us. Don't leave, man. No, America's finished, man. It's just a matter of time where she bleed all the way out. But before she bleeds all the way out, Esau got to bring that mark of the beast. All right? Read that again.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
And you know America's weak because our military's weak now. You got women joining the military, man.
That's right.
These women are going to get raped to death. Matter of fact, let's jump back a chapter, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 50 to 22. See, America's weak as hell, man. So you got military militia in Russia. I'm telling you, man, these men are for real. They'll be in some damn shorts, no shoes on, no shirt, in the cold, man. It's snowing. They wrestling with each other, man. Come on, you ain't doing that here in America. They running up hills, man, in the cold, no shoes on. Iced out, man. Got ice on their face and everything, man. And they just eating it. You Americans ain't ready, man. The Most High got these nations on a different level, man.
That's right.
All right, you women gonna catch it, all right? You can keep thinking you G.I. Jane, man. G.I. Jane, she gonna realize, look, that G.I. Jane shit is Hollywood. It's fake. Because you're going to have men running trains on you, man. Then they're going to chop your goddamn head off.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder?
The hammer of the whole earth is America. That hammer is becoming weak now. And when World War III happens, America's going to be destroyed.
That's right.
America's not going to rise above the ashes like a phoenix, man. America's going to stay below them ashes, man. Desolate in the grave, man. Forever and ever. Okay? Go ahead.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
And a lot of that is because of you goddamn women being exalted when you women think that you're important, man. You know, I'll keep it peaceful, whatever. You know, I'll way back.
Nah, you know what they're doing, man.
Yeah. It's alright, I ain't gonna be like, shit, you go on this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's alright, go ahead. But no, they've done that before, though.
Oh, well, then never
I
mind.
mean, just randomly, they'll kind of do that shit. I'm telling you, look, the scriptures tell
You've
you.
been out here for
Yeah, but the scriptures tell you when you please the Lord, even your enemies be at peace with you. Man, cops
Hey.
even drive by and they'll be waving, bro. And I'll wave back, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with the police.
I know,
but
I know.
At the
You
same
ain't
time,
got to
I can keep it civil.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
That's why he's saying, be green lantern in front of
Yeah. Like, don't wave at me, fuck y'all. No, ain't none of that. I know I can get hard sometimes, man. Like Yahweh Shai said, he was a hard man. I can get a little hard sometimes, man, but I'm civil. Go ahead.
How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
How is this great place going to be destroyed? How can a place that's thrived and has invested so much in itself still in debt? How is a place that has increased off the back of God's people, hardcore slavery, raping, murdering people? I mean, I'm talking about just unfair, just cruel, man. How is it they're still gonna fall? How is it one day, everything that we're looking at, it's not gonna be here, literally. One day, this shit is gonna be gone.
That's right.
All the way gone, man. This little pebble right here, man, this little shit right here is gonna be burnt up. Everything gonna be burnt up. It's gonna be gone. Them missiles ain't gonna miss one thing on this land. Not one. Go ahead.
I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou
Damn,
art.
the Lord laid a snare for America from the jump. See, from the time that you brought my brothers from the northern kingdom down to the point where you brought the southern kingdom down, you didn't even realize the whole time you was already in a trap. The Most High had you from jump, man. But now we're in a time where we can finally rejoice and see the fall of our enemies, man. That's the time we're in right now. Okay, go ahead.
I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
You didn't even see this coming. America's just, oh, it's this great place. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans outside of America, don't come here. This place ain't what you think it is, man. All right? And you, Jake, here in America, you Negroes thinking going back to Africa is the answer. You ain't gonna get treated too much better, man.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, man. You curse wherever you go, but America's the worst place, man. It's just something about the spirit here in Babylon. It's just different, man. Okay, go ahead.
I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. Thou was not aware. Thou art found, and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
And that's why Isaiah 33:1 is going to pretty much be justified, because you've set everything up throughout history with lies, man, deceit, treacherousness. Your treachery has fooled you, man. Okay?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and dealt not treacherously with thee.
So you dealt deceitfully. Let's go back to the Native Americans. Let's go back to the Gadites, man. Although they went off trusting in you, you broke every single agreement that you made with the Gadites, man.
That's right.
You dealt treacherously with them. When you go into that word treacherous right there, it just goes into the word deceit. You dealt deceitfully with our people, and you still do to this day, man. Our people are willing to think you love them, you care about them, because you smile in their face. Because when they gotta go to the doctor, it's an Edomite a lot of times, or somebody of another nation. So you looking at them like that's Superman, that's Superwoman. You gotta go to your enemies for one of all things. So when you trust your enemy, you giving them the opportunity to show you that they are your enemy, man. Israel is a peaceful people. We want peace. We don't apply it to our own. We apply it to the other nations
That's right.
who have dealt treacherously with us from the beginning. Read that again.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and thou and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
So when it says spoil us, that's going into violence, man. You dealt with us by violence, by the edge of the sword. Okay? And we've done nothing to you. when you took down the Gadites, they showed you love. If they would have applied the scriptures, they would have known to separate from you. But that was a part of the curses.
That's right.
Because see, they wasn't following the law, statutes, and commandments in Jerusalem. So they tried to flee from the Lord's wrath and come here to the Americas. So the Most High was like, okay, when they got here, what happened? The Northern Kingdom started serving idols again. So the Most High commissioned Cristobal Colon to raise up and bring y'all's ass down, man. And y'all's dumbass trusted your enemy, man. But that was all the Lord saying, I got you, man. You can't escape from me, man.
That's
I don't
right.
care where you go on earth. You fight against me, man, I'm going to get you. One way or another, I'm on your ass, man. Okay? Go ahead.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
And that's what's going to happen, man. Our people are going to get violent with you. We're going to be bashing your head in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to have slaves, and we're not going to be nice to you, man.
That's right.
I mean, all my slaves, man, you're going to have to walk crippled, man. If you don't walk crippled, I'm going to beat you in the head. And you better walk like this. If you ain't walking like that, be like Esau. What'd I tell you? Walk how I told you to walk. You better walk like this.
Wake them up!
You know what I'm saying? If I say crawl, you better crawl, man. Ain't gonna be none of that. Oh, well, that's my favorite slave, man. Don't do nothing to him. He's cool, man. No. Okay, we gonna have slaves that are gonna be overseers over all the slaves. We gonna beat their asses still, man. They ain't gonna get special treatment. Oh, you wanna ride in my chariot? Let me show you some. Man, you're gonna be right here in slavery, man. Okay? You're gonna be doing what we tell you to do in righteousness, man. We're gonna be kicking ass, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Because our people are peaceful, man. Now we're in this new day and age where this gangster mentality, this thug life mentality, Esau was the first gangster, man. They're the OGs. They're the original gangsters, man. But Israel furthered it and just made it look good. Because that's what we do. We take good things and bad things and we can make it look good either way. That's what Jake do. Okay? But Esau, he came with us through the act of violence. He came with us with that nigga killer shit. Now most rappers you hear, I got that chopper to kill niggas. I got that whopper to, you know what I'm saying, or I got the dick on my hip, you know what I'm saying, ready to chop niggas down. It's always niggas, niggas, niggas. Niggas are always at the end of every nigga's rap, man. Because Esau has destroyed our people to the point you think your enemy is somebody else who looks like you, but he might be from a different neighborhood or because of some chick that you knew from high school.
That's right.
He got with her, and now you just hate the guy. She was the one being a whore. You know, it's just like Israel. There's so much confusion. We show violence. We show violence to each other. But when Esau came to us, we showed him love, man. And he straight up just like destroyed us, man. Like no love, no mercy, no sympathy, no nothing. He didn't care about how nice she was. He didn't care about. He tried to offer him gifts, man. They plotted in secret, probably when y'all was asleep. Hey, man, it's sleep. You know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that one guy, I'm gonna how nice he is. Take his head off. That guy over there, he's one of the leaders. And you kill him. You know, like they didn't care, man.
Something like that just happened in 2004. Remember?
I watched it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a lesson on that. Speak on that. 'Cause I'm gonna make a lesson on it.
There's a kid down here. He was born here in Topeka. By the name, should I mention his name?
Absolutely.
All right. There was a kid down here back in 2004. His name is Alonzo Brooks. He was born here in Topeka. Was here for a short time. He moved a little closer east to the Kansas and Missouri border. Not sure exactly what the town name was. I can't remember that. But in 2004, in Racine, Kansas, his body was found. Now, what happened was he went out with the enemy, which were some heathens, obviously. Went out with Esau, hanging around them. One of these parties is at a farmhouse with not too many people that he actually knew. He rode there with someone. Obviously, Esau, a heathen, like I said, the heathen left him at the party to go do some abominable shit. I think like get some cigarettes or something. Couldn't find him. He gets back to the party. Alonzo's gone. You look in the field, you can find his shoes, his beanie, all that, but nobody knows where he is. Days continue to go by and go by and go by. They have search parties. The FBI got involved. The local police. Everybody's saying, no, he's just fine. He's probably just drunk wandering the woods. For 30 or more days, a man is drunk wandering the woods. No, it doesn't seem rational. But anyways, his own family, after all that search, they had to go to Racine, Kansas, from here in Topeka and the other place where they live, to find his body near a creek that had already been searched. So that goes back to what the brother said. You do not trust your enemies. They have no good intentions for you.
That's right. And you know what's stupid on his behalf, outside of him going to that damn party? This is what people gotta understand. See, for you, Jake, out there, you Israelites, if you don't know a lot about Kansas, you know, a lot of people talk about racism in Mississippi or Tennessee or something like that. There's parts in Kansas, man, where you don't see no Israelites.
That's right.
They see niggas or anything, man, they gonna show their hatred towards you, man. There are some highly racist places here in Kansas as well.
That's right.
But when he went to that party, first thing he did when he walked in there, he had a case of beer. And he shouted out loud, hey, anybody want a beer? Because in his mind, he figured, hey, if I can get these white guys to like me, you know what I'm saying, I can buy their respect. It didn't work out that way.
That's right.
Because sometime during him being at that gathering, he gets into it with some Edomite. They arguing over something. So that was already like red alert. Like, okay, I'm arguing with this Edomite. I don't really know nobody here. They all Edomites. But in his mind, well, ain't no niggas here though, so I should be good. Right? No, that's not what happened, man. What happened was, see, like he said, his friend left him to get some cigarettes. And he said when he left to go get the cigarettes, he ended up getting lost. He ended up making a left or something instead of going right. So when he took this left, he's driving and driving, trying to figure out where the hell he is. Instead of just turning around, he just kept driving. So his homeboy, his so-called homeboy, his so-called black friend that he left at the party knowing that he got into an argument with another Edomite.
That's right.
He's surrounded by Edomites. He takes it upon himself to say, I'm going to leave him there, go get some cigarettes, and on the time that, you know, him being gone, something had happened at that party to where he ended up dead. And I believe it was that Edomite and his friends that he got into an argument with. And they were also specifying how there was this Edomite female that he was speaking to. Come on, Esau don't like that, man.
That's right.
You gotta think, man, these devils is mad. Look, I was at the gas station last night, and I saw 3 Jake. They all had Edomite women. And I saw this Edomite, he just had this look on his face, like this look of disgust. Like they taking all the women and drinking all the wine. You damn right, man. Because we the people.
That's
and
right.
if I was Esau, I'd be mad too, man. If I saw most of our women just getting with Esau and they ain't checking you out, I'd be mad. I'd be like, look, man, what the hell going on? Every black woman I see got an Edomite. That shit gonna make you feel weird, man. So seeing that he was talking to this Edomite woman at this party, I believe that was also part of the reason why he got killed. So when they sent out the search team to find his body, the brother already said they didn't find him. Tell me why when they finally found his body, they said it looked like he hasn't even been dead that long. So they were saying, look, somebody could have had this nigga in a freezer. Esau could have did some sick shit with it. They could have raped him, threw him in the freezer, raped him multiple times. Because you got people, man, they involved in that necrophilia shit. Having sex with dead bodies, man. Okay? Esau's sick, man. Okay? So here it is. He showed up like a month later, and his body laying there like he just died, man. What the fuck going on? We in the land of our enemies. Let's get Jeremiah 15:5. Jake better wake up, man. I kind of feel bad for the guy because, see, at that time, shit, I myself, I was still in the world. So imagine us being in our ignorance and being like this nigga, man. That nigga was in his ignorance. I'm pretty sure he didn't hear about Israel back then.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. So the Lord have mercy on us, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
And when he went there, didn't nobody introduce themselves to him? Hey, how you doing, buddy? What's your name? He had to go out of his way and it seemed like he's this cool so-called black guy trying to appease the devil, man.
That's right.
And still ended up getting his fucking life took. Okay? And I believe he got jumped, probably beat to death. Who knows what they did to him? Probably drug his body, put him in the back of the damn vehicle. Because when you're out in the country, man, you got to think, these devils, they going hunting and everything. So they know how to do some shit, bro.
That's right.
They know how to skin animals and shit. They know how to freeze a damn corpse and, you know what I'm saying? They know how to do some shit. They know how to set traps. So when you're dealing with these country Edomites, man, you're dealing with some crafty devils, man. Some sickos, man. Ain't no telling what they did with that dude. Okay? Go ahead.
For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
None of these nations are, man. Let's touch on Jeremiah 30 and 14, man. None of these nations. We are hated, man. Okay? We are under these curses, man. And what happened to that man? He fell by the hand of his enemies because he trusted in his enemies, man. Not one Jake around, man. Not one. You may have had some confusion of faces there, but they're basically Edomites because they believe they are. Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
And who are the lovers? Starting with Esau. You love the so-called white man. He forgot about you, shit, before your ass got thrown in slavery, man.
That's right.
He wanted to kill us, shit, back when he gave up the birthright, man. He wanted to kill us that very second. Shit, he killed us when he killed his brother, man. When he killed Abel. So he's always hated us, man. So he been forgot about us. And you still trying to hold on to this relationship that was never set up to last anyway. Go ahead.
That's right. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
And that's why you fucking Israelites be pissing me off, man. You gotta think, the hell that we catch right now, you can also blame our people for it, man. The fact that we still gotta deal with wicked ass women, yeah, we sin too, man. But here we are, we're trying to do the right thing, brothers in the truth. You got all these damn Jake in the world, man, they playing games, man, they basically trying to keep us here, man. They saying, you know what, no, keep these women ruling over us, man. I wanna stay here, man. I wanna keep going to work. I wanna keep dealing with body aches and heartaches. I wanna keep dealing with the games that this society does, man. They're trying to keep us here, man. Because of our sins, these damn nations are gonna keep looking at us the way they do, man.
That's right.
This shit pisses me off, man. It's like a person in the water, they trying to get out the water, their arms feel like noodles because they've been swimming, and you got people just kicking them in the water, like stay your ass in the water. You trying to get out, man. But you got 2/3 trying to keep you in, man. Like, no, stay down there. Stay down. I'm ready to get the fuck out, man. Go ahead.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
So our lovers are cruel to us. Okay, that's like a woman being in love with a man who's abusive without cause. He whooping on her, she getting black eyes, she getting kicked out the house, she just getting totally disrespected for no just reason. But that's how these nations treat us, and we still go back to them.
That's right.
Okay? We're like a stupid hoe that just don't get it. Okay? Let's hit Isaiah 51 and verse 15. Yeah, we're like a dumb woman that just don't get it, man. We gotta get our shit straight, and only the elect are gonna get their shit straight.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 15. But I am the Lord thy God, that divided the sea, whose waves roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand.
So we're protected, man. The Lord put his words in our mouth. Go ahead.
That I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the land, or Slaki, at the hand of the Lord, the cup of his fury.
Wake up, man. Don't you realize why we're going through this? As many times we tell you, Jake, while we're going through this, you do it anyway, man. You look at us like we just out here because we just nuts, like we smoking crack, man. You looking at us like we drug addicts, man. Like we just buku, we nuts, we sickos, man.
Wake them up.
Okay, we're giving you the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the reason why we're in this condition is because you damn knuckleheads don't want to get it. Really, you can't get it. So you just gotta be put to death, man. No mercy for the Lord's enemies, man. Fuck all you. Go ahead.
At the hand of the Lord and the cup of his fury, thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth.
Once again, none of these nations care. None of them are going to guide us.
That's right.
Only the Lord, man. But yet you're running to them. You're serving their idols, man. You got our people getting involved in Buddhism. What the hell wrong with you, man? First of all, yeah, Buddha, he was a Negro. You can even tell by the hair, man. He had kinky hair. But you know what? That's idol worship, okay? You got Israelites getting involved in Kabbalahism, getting involved in Wicca, getting involved in sex magic, okay? Getting involved in all sorts of just weird shit, man, especially women, okay?
But they were told to do everything but, except what you were told to do.
Everything but, that's right, man. And that's how you know, fucking, as much as the Lord loves us, he's justified, man, to just do what he says he's gonna do, man. Go ahead. I wouldn't feel bad either, man.
Thank God.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she has brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee?
Nobody. As many times as our people have gone through it, these nations just don't care. You don't get it. You just don't fucking get it, man. All it takes is for an Edomite to say, I care, for you to believe it. That's all it takes. It don't take no action, man. All it takes is for an Edomite to buy you a damn soda, man. That's all it takes, man. Or for an Edomite to wave at you. Oh, he's so nice, he just said hi to me. You Edomites, man, fuck all you Edomites, man.
That's right.
Okay? And all you Jake who are down with them, to hell with you too. And this ain't no black or white thing, man. Okay? Go ahead.
The two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee?
Who's going to comfort you when these things happen? Because it's coming. These other nations are not going to care. When they see your dead body laid out in the street, they're not going to care about you. They might even just pick you up, but not to help you and bury you. They might just pick you up because they need the food, man, and use your limbs for meat. All right? But at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is calling us and saying, look, I'm the only one who cares about you. But yet, you keep hurting my feelings, man. You keep breaking my heart. And I'm showing you over and over again, out of all these men that you claim to love so much, I'm the only one that really loves you. Wake the hell up. What's wrong with you, bitch? You got to get it right, man. We're like a senseless woman, man. And when I say we, I'm speaking of our nation as a whole. We're like a senseless woman. She just don't get it. She keeps making dumbass decisions, getting with the wrong dudes, man. And
That's
the wrong
right.
dudes symbolizes these nations. Go ahead.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
And that's why people gang banging now, selling dope, trying to get fast money, because they can't bear working minimum wage jobs, can barely pay the rent. Esau set it up to where it's better to just do evil, man. Okay? Angry because your father wasn't around, or your father didn't show that he loved you enough, or whatever the case may be, man. Go ahead.
As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord.
And that's why niggas is mad in the streets, man. Killing each other, shooting guns off in the air, drive-bys, burning in people's homes, letting loose, man. Because the Heavenly Father's anger is upon us, okay? And it shows through our spirit, man. Go ahead. Through the curses that we go through. And Jake, the oppression that Jake go through, he just got to take it out on somebody else that look like him, man. Or someone in his position. Because he knows you go to Esau and you do that, you're going to get way more time than if you do that to your own people. Go ahead.
As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. Therefore, hear now, this thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
You're afflicted and you're drunk off the stupidity and the silliness of this world. Off the stupidity and silliness of Edomite supremacy. I get sick and tired of seeing a so-called black woman. That's why I don't deal with you so-called black women. Most of you, man. I just don't. You can get mad and messed up with this blonde hair going on.
That's right.
Not even your real hair sometimes. Most of the time. Okay? Then you got an attitude. Then you get mad when Jake get a Becky. But you trying to look like Becky. Here it is, Becky, she a little more humble, but he's supposed to just say, fuck Becky, get with you and deal with your shit. You women are out of your mind, man, but this ain't about you. But that goes into Edomite supremacy. You women dyeing your hair blonde. You niggas trying to dye your dreadlocks blonde. Dyeing the end of your dreadlocks blonde. Don't you realize the Heavenly Father made that a recessive trait, man? Okay? Did you know, like, when you look at the soil, you have something in the soil that gives it that dark color. It's called humus, which is where you get the term human. A lot of you people talking about, oh, this is about the human race. In order for you to be human, you gotta have that dark, that melanated color to you, which is where you get the word hue, which means color, man. If you got a TV, and if you can adjust the contrast and the color, you'll have something that says hue, H-U-E, man. Okay? So when you look at the soil, it has humus, which is where you get that brown color from. But you damn idiots, you want to dye your hair blonde, you want to bleach your skin, okay? Edomite supremacy. Let's touch on Isaiah 26:10.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked.
Why is favor shown to the wicked? Because this is their world. That's Edomite supremacy. Let favor be shown to the white man. Okay? Edomite supremacy. Right in your face, man. That's why Jake want to do what Esau do.
That's right.
Because they seem to be winning, but really they losing, man. Their society's falling. They can't get it back. They're doing everything in their power to get this economy running like it used to. It can't go back. It's too late, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will not slack it. Yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness.
So once again, we spoke on earlier. These devils, man, they have the power to do the right thing. And although it's in their power to do so, they're not doing it. They claim in God we trust on the dollar bill. They don't care about the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. The God they're speaking of is not the God of the Bible, man. They're speaking of gods that they serve, gods that they worship.
That's right.
Okay? That's what they're referring to. So when you look under the banner of Edomite supremacy, now you got gangbangers in Israel, man. You got thugs in Israel. You got a bunch of harlots in Israel. And you got confused women who act like harlots. They might be faithful to their man. They might keep their legs closed, but they still dress like hoes and sluts. You still playing games, man.
That's right.
Okay? You got a lot of just silliness because of what Esau has done. He destroyed us, man. Esau is a part of the curses that's upon us. Esau is a curse himself. Right? One more time.
Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness. Will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
Why does he deal unjustly? Because he hates us. Let's get Psalms 55:3. He hates us, man. He hates the Heavenly Father. He hates being an Edomite. He hates being pale. He hates that the Son hates him. All right? They're angry, man. They have a lot of jealousy. When you see an Israelite speaking with an Edomite, it's really a love-hate relationship, man. At the end of the day, it's a love-hate relationship. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 3. Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me.
So they're angry. They're mad, man. They're jealous. That's why they don't have it in them to do right, man. So the brother bringing up that Jake that was killed here in Kansas, all of that goes back to the hatred of Esau. It's naturally in them. Well, you know, starting with the elites more so. But all these Edomites, they really have a natural hatred, a distinct hatred for Jake. And then you have some, they might have the ability to hang out with a Negro or a Latino or a Native American. They might have the ability to let them in their house, you know, play video games together, watch sports and all that other shit. The hatred's there, man. It's there. I'm telling you it's there because the Most High made it that way. Okay? Go ahead.
because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me.
They hate us, man. They don't give a damn about us. Let's grab two more. Let's go to Psalms 10 and 6. They hate us, man. They want to see us removed off the face of the earth. And that's gonna lead to another reason why that COVID-19, they're trying to bring that vaccine in, because Esau's ready, man. He's just ready to go for it. Okay? But it's systematically. It's done in incrementations. Esau, he moves in increments, man. Just like if you set your hand in some cool water on the stove and you turn up the heat as the water is getting hotter, you can withstand the heat longer than sticking your hand in the water while it's already hot. So Esau's moving it up in increments. Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall...
Who gonna move me out the way? I'm Esau, man. I run this whole shebang. The Chinese man ain't got nothing on me. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Okay? I'm Esau, man. That's how they feel. Okay? Go ahead.
He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Never. I'm the white man. This is our world, you nigga. You should be grateful I hired you. You're welcome.
Fix me a sandwich, nigga.
Make me a sandwich, nigga. You should be grateful because of me you can eat a sandwich. You're welcome. If it wasn't for the white man and you breathing the white man's air, you goddamn niggers wouldn't even know what it's like to have the enjoyments of life. You're welcome. That's Esau, man. Okay, go ahead.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Yep, that's Esau all day long. That's straightforward. Go ahead.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Ooh, in secret place. Man, you got Israelites disappearing, man. You got Jake disappearing. Nobody knows what happened to him. Esau will murder Jake just because he a Jake. He want to kill him for his melanin. He want to use him for his brain. He want to run a brain study. So he'll take a Jake, kidnap him. Nobody knows what happened. He'll decapitate them, run studies on their body, trying to figure out what is so special about these people. We still can't figure it out. They're evil, man. They'll kill you in secret. Nobody knows what happened. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a hospital, Esau come inject you with some goddamn poison, kill you, take you out, man, take you to the cleaners, bro. And don't nobody know what happened to you. You got celebrities talking about, you know, somebody died of suicide or overdose. Man, Esau come in there, do the job. Nobody knows what really happened, man. He'll kill people in secret. That's how they move, man. Okay, that's why the clan cover themselves up. All right, go ahead.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
Man, that's all they think about is Jake, man. We got to do something about these niggas. Here it is. You're trying to just raise your family, live your life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out the way. And Esau trying to just kill you. He just don't want to look at you, man. He don't want you around. He don't want you to have no fun.
That's right.
He just wants you oppressed. And if you can't be oppressed and a slave, he just wants you to die, man. Okay? Go ahead.
He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
And that's a lot of things, man. Esau puts us in a situation where you got to work twice as hard to get halfway where Edomite can get.
That's right.
Okay? So that can cause you to be angry. You might be put in a situation where, because you're late on the bills, now you're trying to figure out, well, you know, I can't find a job. My job fired me because of this, or I can't find a job because of that, or whatever the case. What you gonna do, man? You might end up robbing. You might end up stealing or doing something you shouldn't do. So what Esau will do, he'll catch you slipping, throw your ass in prison.
That's right.
And that's legal slavery. So he puts you in the trap to make your life hard. So that way when you fell for the bait, he'll just come and smack your ass, man. Go ahead.
He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong.
That's what they do. They humble themselves. How you doing, buddy? How's your day? How's your day been going, man? Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'm just glad you're here today. Have a good day, all right? And then behind your back, man, they whisper to another Edomite, man, it's getting a little dark around here. It's getting a little dark.
Wake them up.
That's what they do, man. So let's hit Jeremiah 2:33 and we'll close it. Oh, you stupid niggas, man. This is for you. But really, only the elect gonna wake up. This is all about the elect. Man, woman, and child. Everybody else, you really don't matter right now.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
You trimming your ways to try to please Esau, man. Oh, maybe I should cut my beard off. Maybe I should cut off my fro because I don't want to be looked at as a dog. Maybe I should, you know what I'm saying, when I go out and teach, maybe I should just get one of them shirts with fringes on it because I don't want Esau to see me in my garment. I don't want them to look at me like a terrorist. I don't want to be looked at like this or like that from Esau. So let me do this. Let me speak a little more nice and kind because I'm trying to seek love from the white man. That's what Jake do, man. That's what Martin Luther King was doing, and it didn't work out for him.
That's right.
Go ahead, read that again.
Why trimmest thou thy way?
And you got niggas that literally trim their beards. You got niggas that line themselves up because they're trying to seek love from a bitch, man. They're trying to seek love from Esau or this world. All right? Go ahead.
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy way.
And that goes in so many different ways, man. A man will trim, you know, pretty much his real self. Like, you might be in the truth. You know how you should carry yourself. And then all of a sudden a woman comes around and you'll be totally wicked for it, man. She'll be smoking a cigarette. She'll pass the cigarette to you. I don't know if you smoke. And you being like, shit, I don't want to look lame. You end up smoking and shit. Like, you pretty much trimming your ways to seek love from a person that really don't fucking matter, man.
That's right.
You can't be like that. You can't be trying to seek love from your enemies. From these women, these wicked women, from these Edomites, from these other nations, man. You can't do that. All right? You can't be all caught up in being liked all the time. Because a person who wants to be liked by everybody can't be trusted, man.
That's right.
You just can't be. All right? So we're going to go on ahead and close it right there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Shalom. We out.